Okay, going on to the blanket fire technique now. This only really works when you're up against a large enemy fleet, as you're going to be relying on a lot of luck, and the more enemies there are, the luckier that you're going to get. Really, what's going to happen is the enemy torpedo threats of their own are going to be the first thing that comes towards you. So you can aim at them if you want, and hope that you hit things that are behind them. But you're probably better off manually telling your destroyers to target the big ships that are going to be further behind. That way you've got more chance of hitting something if you're targeting the bigger, slower ships. So I'm just going to take 20 destroyers versus their 10 variety of ships. I don't know if that's the correct amount cash-wise, but I think it'll probably be close. So all we're really going to do is try and get all of the torpedoes from the front and the left or the right side of the ship fired off. And then once everybody's torpedoes are fired off from the front and the left, then we know that we've still got the right hand side torpedoes that are yet to fire, and we can use them to finish off any ships that are still remaining that are crippled. So it does require quite a bit of luck, this tactic does. You're only really using it as like a little skirmish engagement. It's not really a decisive blow to the enemy. This is just to try and get some crippled ships so the rest of your fleet have got an easier time dealing with them. Personally, I'd say that the destroyers kind of lose a bit of their worth the further through the time periods you go. You are quite often better off just spending a bit more cash and taking a light cruiser. But with them being cheaper than light cruisers, you can afford to lose a few of them. So you can still use them as throwaway units. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a huge armada. It's going to be difficult to organise them. So first thing you want to do is to take them all out of divisions and then set them into divisions manually. You can use the AI button to see where the enemy are. So the enemy are in that direction. Now because it's going to take a long time for your ships to sort themselves out, we're going to go the opposite direction. And we're going to do the same as what we did before and set everybody individually to follow. It's not completely necessary to do this, but it does make it easier to maneuver ships and detach ships. Okay, so this guy needs to join onto the back of him, so I'll just move him this way first. as you can see with large fleets, even with these small agile ships, it can take them a very long time to organise themselves, which is why I never head straight towards the enemy right at the beginning. Wait until they've organised themselves a bit first before you start going in. Because we're using the blanket fire technique, we're not going to turn all of the torpedoes off like we normally would. We're actually going to turn them on aggressive because you want them to fire immediately. And we're going to turn them all onto HE as well, obviously. Okay, so because we don't want to be aiming at their destroyers, we want to aim for their battleships if possible. I'm going to manually tell them to target the battleships. So because they're not in formations, you can select individual ones to turn the smoke on. That way it doesn't turn the smoke on absolutely everybody like it would do if they were in a formation. Now they're getting in some semblance of a line, I'm going to start heading towards the enemy. Start making a torpedo run. Okay, so as ships start getting damaged, you're going to want to take them out of the line and then replace them with the one behind. So I'll show, for example, what I mean by that. This one's damaged, so looks like he's following this one and he's being followed by that one, so you take him out and tell that one to follow that one. You can then either retreat with this guy or kamikaze and go straight towards the enemy. So just for a bit of fun, I'll kamikaze this ship. Fire off all the torpedoes and then I'll retreat with him. As you can see, we've got some enemy torpedoes coming in here. It's looking like they're going to miss all the rest of my ships. So I think this ship's probably done for now. Can go and focus on our main priority. Because he's now damaged, I'm just going to take him out of the line. So as you can see, we're just doing long range shots at the moment, but we are still landing quite a few. Okay, so that's one battleship down. You can now select all of your torpedo boats and tell them to select the next battleship. Okay, so he's only got his portside launcher left. He's only got his portside launcher left. He's only got his portside launcher. So is he. Right, so we can now select a new battle line. This is going to be the new leader. So as the expend all of their torpedoes, you can just send them out of the battle line if you wanted, and replace them with the ones that haven't. So you end up basically creating two separate battle lines. So this is the line that is now able to use their portside launchers when they're ready to attack. Looks like he's actually fired his off, so I can just take him out completely. He doesn't seem to want to fire off his starboard launchers, unfortunately. I have no idea why. It doesn't look like his launcher's destroyed. So there should be absolutely no reason why he's not firing. There we go, he's fired it now anyway. Okay, so their battleships are worth 113. These are only worth 15, so basically about 10. I've already destroyed one, so if I destroy one more, then these 20 destroyers have paid for themselves. Anything after that is just a bonus. Hey, what you doing? Why are you firing? That's quite annoying, but it happens. I'm not sure where that was in the water, but okay, so these destroyers have now paid for themselves. they've all not got any ammo left, so you can just tell them to get out of there. He's not got any ammo left. Heading straight in towards my own torpedoes. Oh well. Okay, so we've taken down a battle cruiser now. So we're now a battle cruiser more better off, which is 70 million. I'm just gradually taking out the ones that have got no ammo, sending them off in the opposite direction so they don't get in the way. So because this ship looks like it's not got long left to live, well then again it's still got quite a bit of health, but it's taken a bit of a beating. I'm just going to, I've checked there's no torpedoes coming, so I'm just going to turn inside and see if I can get the starboard launcher, the port launcher, sorry, fired off. Which is taking a very long time. It doesn't seem to want to fire. Come on, you know you want to. Clearly it doesn't. Okay, so I don't recommend doing this type of manoeuvre where you're moving in on yourself, because you will get in the way of your own torpedoes. But we got some success out of it, so we've taken down another battle cruiser, so that's now 140 million to the good. We've taken down the battleships, we've taken down the battle cruisers, so all we've got left now are the armoured cruisers and the small ships, the destroyers and the light cruisers. So at this point these ships are not designed for this. Oh, I can't believe he's done that. How can... We've got an avoidance system that avoids everything apart from things that they need to avoid. That is absolutely ridiculous. The avoidance system in this game is just so bad. It's unexplainably bad. Just going to try and dodge these torpedoes if I can. It's looking like he's the one that's at risk. Oops. Got another one there. Got some more torpedoes that we're going to have to avoid. Looks like it's just one. And some more. In these big battles, it can be easy to lose track of where the torpedoes are after you've initially seen them. Like this one, I can't see it now. I know it was there. There's one. I don't know if that's... Oh, there it is, there and there. So yeah, I haven't got a flaming clue where they are now. Oh dear. Oh dear. So the avoidance system that stopped me from avoiding that made me go straight into a torpedo. But the avoidance system didn't do anything when I hit that wreck over there. But hitting my own ship, oh no, we can't have that. Even though you don't take any damage from your own ship. Absolutely ridiculous. Looks like we've got more torpedoes coming in here. I think we're okay. It's looking like he might get hit. Oh dear. That was close. Oh, what are you doing going that way? What an idiot. Let's head towards the torpedoes, shall we? That makes loads of sense. Look at them, it's like they want to get hit by them torpedoes. Morons. Okay, so we're already 140 million up, I think it was. I can't actually remember how much the ships cost now. But we're already really to the good with the cash cost trade. So they've done the job anyway, even if it's not been particularly pretty. This blanket fire technique is not the most efficient way to play. but it is an easier way to play. Requires less micromanagement, just sticking everybody in a line and letting them fire whenever they want. So we've managed to get a couple of lucky hits off. Oh dear. I thought I'd passed him. Damn it, that was my fault. I thought I'd got past him. I turned too early. Whoa! Oh come on! Why is this guy not firing his? There we go. So yeah, this is just a demonstration of an alternative way to use torpedoes. I wouldn't say it's particularly effective. So by all means, if you want to just use them in the traditional way, then go for it. Oh dear. I'm not avoiding that. Okay, there we go. Everyone's spent their torpedoes now. It wasn't the best example of how to do this, but we've still ended up with a better ratio of sunk to lost. So, if we just leave this battle now. Oh, damn it. I thought you get an after screen result thing like you do in campaign, but you obviously don't. So we sunk 2 battleships, 2 battle cruisers, and we did some damage to the heavy cruisers. So I think we worked it out at about 140 million worth of extra damage, plus some damage to their heavy cruisers. Plus we still had quite a few destroyers that survived. I think I retreated probably about 10 of them early on, and then there was about 5 still left pretty close to the engagement, so them 5 probably would have got destroyed. So We probably lost 10 destroyers in total, and took out 2 battleships, 2 battle cruisers, and did some damage on heavy cruiser. So it wasn't a complete success, and it wasn't a complete failure. But I think that was a good enough example. I don't think I need to try again. Okay, I hope that was helpful in some way. On the next video, I will be doing a task force version where I'll be using all the different types of ships and showing you basically how to use them ships in a task force. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.